So I promise you, this is the only video I will ever shoot in a bathing suit in my life. I rarely even put one of these things on. But you know what I'm doing right now? When we can't control the results of the election, I'm relaxing in this gorgeous pool, in this gorgeous house. And listen, guys, everything works out. Everything works out for our greatest possible good. Maybe that means that Trump gets elected, and maybe it doesn't. And like I said before this, either way, it doesn't really matter. And there's nothing that we can do to control the outcome at this point for most of us. There are people who kind of have influence on this. I hope there are metric F-ton of lawyers on the ground in Michigan. I hope there are metric F-ton of lawyers on the ground in Wisconsin. I hope there are metric F-ton of lawyers on the ground in Pennsylvania. But most of us can't control this, and spending all day obsessing about it and, you know, refreshing the results, it's just not going to do anyone any good. It's not going to do you any good. When we hold stress in our body, it makes us physically sick. And I know a lot of us have been holding a lot of stress in our body for a really long time now, for many, many months. And everything's going to work out. You know, we had dinner, Mikey and I, with a friend of mine a couple weeks ago in Nashville. And we were talking about how we believe that society in general is going through an evolution at this point. And how sometimes when you're going through an evolution, the absolute best thing that can happen, the sun is in my eye, hang on. Sometimes when you're going through an evolution, the absolute best thing that can happen is that something happens to make it all fall apart. And maybe Trump was supposed to be that thing. Maybe, sorry, I'm trying to get to a ledge. Maybe Biden is supposed to be that thing, and we don't know, and we can never know. Listen, in 2016, I woke up, I saw the results of the election, and I thought it was going to be the worst thing that ever happened to me. And it ended up being one of the best things that ever happened to me. And let's just play this out for a second. If Trump loses, well, guess what, guys? It gives us all something to fight for. It gives us all something to advocate for. He is one man. He is one man that has mobilized an entire army. He is one man that has shown us what it means to stand up for what you believe in the face of overwhelming adversity. But one person can only do so much. And if he loses, God forbid, it's incumbent upon the rest of us to keep doing exactly what we've been doing. But you cannot let what you do hinge on one person. You just can't. You can't. It's not productive, man. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go swimming in this beautiful pool. I'm going to enjoy the couple hours I have left in this beautiful mansion in this undisclosed location, which will probably be gone by the time that I post this video. So it's in Florida. It's beautiful. The weather's beautiful. You know, I mean, just like, it's a ridiculous house, and it was awesome to be able to spend last night in it. But I'm just going to enjoy the time we have left, and then I'm going to go to the airport, and I'm going to go home to New Hampshire. And I'm going to maybe take a day to relax. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to have a cocktail or two on the plane home, and then we get back to work. And I have to trust that there's a bigger plan that may or may not align with what I want to happen. But just because it's not what I want to happen, it doesn't mean it's not in my best to good. So that's all I've got. That's all I've got from the pool at 10 a.m. in beautiful Florida. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's like beautiful, beautiful. Like, that was a horrible shot of the house because I can't turn my camera around, but it's like, it's amazing. And you know what? I guess I'm gonna end it with this. I'm just going to express gratitude for what I've gotten to experience in this election, because win or lose, I will always be grateful for the friends I've made. I will always be grateful for the ride that I've had with Walkaway. And guys, Walkaway doesn't stop. Walkaway does not stop just because we do or do not get the outcome of an election that we want. And I mean, I said this in my video the other day, I feel like I have more life in me than I have ever had before, than ever in my entire life have I had before. And I want to trade it for anything, regardless of the outcome. So take care of yourself, Make sure you're doing your self-care. Try to find time to relax. Don't spend all day watching the news. Don't spend all day stressing about this. There's going to be an answer. We just don't know when. And if it's the answer that you want, great, celebrate it, love it. If it's not the answer that you want, then dust yourself off and say, well, let's keep going. That's all we can do. All right, guys, that's all I've got. I'll see you soon.